Hey, Jimmy Fries coming to you from 99.9. Welcome to Saturday night Satsang, Q&A, fun times for spirit, celebration of spirit, enjoyment of all our blessings. So for those of you watching later, this was just a little gathering of people who wanted to be here at this time. So you're welcome to join in if you're catching a vibration, or if you're just feeling good and maybe you're rocking off to sleep. I don't know how excited we're going to get tonight. It's just us and a few friends. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn this over to the public setting now. I think everything's up and running. I see someone was here. Could you let me know if the volumes are okay? And we'll go ahead and make this public. All right, Chicken Louie. I wonder where that saying ever came from. Chicken Louie. This is a song by Flute. There we go. Never find the right buttons. And I hope you're all taking care of spirit out there. It can be hard. There's a lot of things happening this year. Kind of came along and rocked collective. So I'm just hoping that you're taking heart, taking root if you can. Those of you affected by the big storms, our collective heart is with you. All right. There we go. There we go. We'll set it over for public and see who's going to come in and check us out. This isn't even the right. Oh my goodness. Everything's all backwards. I need a timeout. Whoever's watching, please say hi. I'm really jiving on this song by Flute. A beautiful rendition of Flute by the band Flute. No, this is just some awesome stuff. Hi Valentina, welcome. Anyone watching later was probably like, this guy is out of control. But we're here in the present moment, we're here in the now. I'm well, thank you so much. Now I'm gonna stay a while, Valentina, but you're first. It's so nice to have you here. Jump in the pool. It's always the first one in the pool that was the bravest, right? You're the nobody knew quite how cold it was going to be in the swimming pool, and you jumped on in. You were the first one in. I'm doing well. I just decided to come on. I was going to wait till tomorrow for the Sunday show, but I wanted to come and say hi to the subscribers and the members first and foremost. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because this is the way we used to rock out back, what was it, last summer or last spring when we were doing this? We'd have some late night sessions, and I finally have a little time to do so, even though my homework's not done yet. But more importantly, how are you? Hey, 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 how are you? So yeah, I'm just taking it easy tonight. But if you have a question for me, everybody gets at least one message. Everybody, you never go away empty-handed. But what's you? Are you safe? Are you safe? Are you somewhere where the storms and the craziness haven't affected you, Valentina? I hope you're safe. I'm going to pull an oracle for you. Okay? I don't even have to ask if you want one. Here we are in the middle of winter. It's cold. Oh. Knock knock. Who's there? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Knock knock. Who's there? Mickey Mouse's underwear. Oh, you're in Argentina. Oh wow. Knock knock. Who's there? It's the arrival of spring. Oh, that's good. What do you want? You want to come out? You want to open the door? You want to come outside? You want to go for a walk? Knock knock. That's good. I like this. This is a playful card. It's a playful message for you as well. Okay. You've got so much. You've got so much that you can do. There's opportunity. If you think deeply, you're going to find a path of least resistance to the opportunity that's calling you, because it's already there at your doorstep. I'm scared of that knock knock. Well, don't be afraid. Let's see what Tarot has to say about it. Valentina. Wow. Look at that. One card. You got the Tower. Okay. I am definitely now like, my inquisitive Scorpio mind is like, we have to do a reading about this right now. We have to look at this. So why don't we go ahead and do that, Valentina? You know I love reading tarot. Don't be afraid, silly. Never be afraid. Here's your mantra, Valentina. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I'm going to say it 2 more times so it really sinks in for you. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I am deliberate and I am afraid of nothing. You silly Scorpio. Playing with the King of Swords. And then somebody got bored. 10 of Wands. You've been carrying the weight of the relationship. Whether it's in separation or not, you've been carrying the weight of it. You've been carrying the bulk of it. Wow. And you're feeling trapped by the whole thing. You need a release. You need a let go. You need you need to go jump in the lake. Remember we talked, that's so funny, first one in the pool. Takes all that courage. You don't care how cold it's going to be. You're just going to jump in. You're just going to do it. Cycles are ending for you, Valentina. Double 10s up on the board now. 10 of Pence, 10 of Wands. So this is kind of interesting to see. These cycles will be ending. You need to kick it up a notch when it comes to ending the current mental cycle that you're in. Okay? That means you've been giving a lot of your attention and a lot of your power to this situation, okay? To this thing that you are maybe afraid of, okay? And he could be a scary guy. He could be a scary guy. When the King of Swords is upside down like that, it's just like someone going full bananas, right? Releasing it completely. I'm glad you see it that way, Valentina. The Temperance card is up here. So that is a card of Sagittarius. That is a card also of deliberate flow, deliberate, like you're aware of everything that's going on. You even through the chat said, like, I am aware of what's happening. I know exactly what is going on. So therefore, the Temperance card is there in the opposite of the fear, because it's the subtle fears that can often tend to make us feel like moody, or a little bit binary. Like one day you feel really good, one day you just feel like, where did all my power go? This is the shits. I can't deal. I can't hang, right? Yeah. And it's funny because tarot, it takes time, right? And not even like broken hearts take time. And that's why tarot and relationship questions and relationship situations, they've run parallel for like the last 600 or years or whatever it is. I'm so pumped for the new Bill and Ted movie. I don't know if Argentina, if you know Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan, but they're coming back and I'm so excited for it. I just had to throw that in there for you. Your energy is good though, Valentina. It's nice. Yeah, only you hold the keys to your victory. So the keys to your victory, this 8 of Swords is influencing this 6 of Wands. Okay, your victory. You need a release, like sweet relief, sweet release, sweet like, oh my goodness, I just finally proved to myself or showed to myself that this didn't have the power to have dominion over my mind and over my thinking, because through the Temperance of being aware of what's happening, you silence the mind, you rise above the thoughts, and that you can actually and eventually have it this way. Okay. But you're ready to set it all down. You're ready. It's calling to you. Maybe that's what that knock knock is. That spirit at the door saying, hey, come out and play, because all the memories and the painful things about the mind cutting the cord and letting go of this is you're being held back. You got to go out and explore a little bit. Okay. And the only way this person's going to be able to go out and explore is if they set all this aside for a little while. It's hard for you, Valentina. Big hugs. Big hugs. Alright, 9 of Wands is there as well. Saying this time is not a time to regress into it. The more you relax into the feelings of, the hurt, the upset, the stronger they become in the subconscious. So when you're conscious, you have to release some of this through your dreams, Valentina. Okay? I want to just go full Big Brother. No, not Big Brother. Grandma and Grandpa. It's up to you. Because when you give your conscious wavelengths, your vibration to this idea, that's the end goal. And if that end goal happens to be outside or in the past, you really can begin to limit the future. You got to go in and do your dream work. And this is very key for you. You almost like in the evening, if you can involve yourself in something that is fantastical, whether you're creating a painting or whether maybe you can even, it's as simple as putting on like a good film, okay? And don't worry about it being too close to bedtime, as long as it's not like horror and gore. You do some good things and then you can just kind of crash out, and this will allow your subconscious, your dreaming mind to be like, wow, she didn't just spend the last 90 minutes thinking about this guy, thinking about this situation. You know what she did? She went and explored some fantastical creative thing. And that fantastical creative thing doesn't have to define you, Valentina. But what it does is it gives the subconscious a break from all that's feeding in. And that's the space for the new, what did we talk about? Controlled flow of the vibration. The new headspace, the new abilities to like wake up and feel good about it. So really do your dream work. This is like before you go to bedtime, while you're sleeping, and as you're waking up. These are like the keys for you, because you can stay busy, and life doesn't really take a break from these sorts of things, but you can keep yourself busy with your conscious mind so that at night your subconscious mind can further distance itself from that situation. And if it's being like kind of run by emotions, I was expecting to see a cup there, The only cups we have are in the temperance. So it seems like you're aware of it, and even emotionally, you're pretty like okay with it for the most part. You might have some certain triggers, but for the most part, everything is okay. And a little bit of faith and a little bit of trust in the process, and in the sort of I call it the conduit connection, where you have to allow certain things to flow through you. So if you have like emotion inside, you need to go find a place to go and hit a stick against a rock or something like that. It's like why kids scream, why children scream. You know why? Because it feels good. Dang it, mom and dad, I'm 4 years old. I don't know the language anyways, but I'm gonna scream because that vibration feels good. And then they're quickly conditioned to not, don't scream. But if you need to get out, you need to go in the garage and just scream. Maybe you need some heavy metal music, or maybe you just need some something cool to go down. All right, 2 of Swords. So yeah, you got a little decision to make there about doing this for yourself. It's not that much. Use your imagination, Valentina. Use your imagination. Use the power of your mind to and allow it to really expand beyond the borders of the walls that you've put on. Because you only get to live for 24 hours a day, which means you only really get to think for 15, 16 hours of that day, and all that time you're awake, you have the power, the possession of this great, big, cool, friggin' supercomputer that's attached to your head. And so what you put into it is what's gonna flow out of it, and that's like the secret and everything all rolled up into one, And so they call it the law of attraction, but it's really just a supercomputer. It's up here. So I repeated that thing for you like 5 times, right? Remember, what was it? I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. One more time for the good people at home. I am deliberate and I'm afraid of nothing. Get that tower moment out of there. Where did that tower card even go? Oh yeah, because I pulled 1 for you, and I was so interested in what's going on. So hi everybody that's joined us. I was just crazy deep into some good vibrations and reading for Valentina. I hope you all brought your good vibes pants tonight, because it's Jimmy Fry's coming to you on a Satsang Saturday on 99.9. Hi, Saruchi. Who else do I see here? Miss Intricate. Hello, Miss Intricate. Oh, Dusty Blue and SK. Hey, good to have everybody here tonight. Thanks for joining the program. I just came to relax. I was going to wait until tomorrow's program to come on, but because when those programs are so busy, I wanted to say hi to everybody first tonight without expectation, right? Absolutely. Valentina came in and got the funniest knock-knock jokes, and then we just went for it. We get around to everybody eventually. So, everybody, please tell me that you're safe from storms, and let me know where you're calling from. If you feel comfortable doing that in the chat, I would love to know where people are from. And are the volumes okay? The last 2 live streams I started, and I went the first 5 minutes without even having the microphone on. It was amazing. Yeah, the tower. There might be a move. That card can mean a move. But it was a popper, which was probably just reflective of oh, holy smokes, I don't know where it's gonna go from here. That's okay. You can chart your own waters. I'm here to tell you, you can really begin to take control. Well, just a little bit, with a little bit of heart and soul. It's nice to come back. All right, Saruchi, did you take your test yet? Saruchi, let me know. Yeah, Scorpio, preparing everybody for Scorpio season. It's gonna get a little silly in the old US of A. Come Scorpio season. And that's just, I put the dick in prediction. I truly do. Sorry, I just realized how that sounded. Just kind of in a punny sort of way, just to play on words there. No innuendo. Yeah, right. Get your mind out of the gutter, Scorpio. It's okay. That's good. That's good. They were nice cards up there, you know? You're at the ending of some cycles. The Ten of Pentacles is a magical beast. It doesn't always show up, and it's so, like, kind of low-key when it rolls through. Yeah. Have you guys, so here's another question for the group. Oh, Miss Intricate says, why did Jesse ignore my text? Alright. I missed that. Sorry, guys. I'm a little slow. This is for Miss Intricate. So we should just do a full hour of shuffling ASMR. Hey, you're welcome so much. I think this person is saying goodbye. Miss Intricate. You got a 5, 2, 7. And this person was like making a statement. Hasta la vista, baby. And that's a harsh way for that to come out. A very harsh way for it to come out. Maybe he was out the door. Maybe he was driving. You know. Either way, he saw the text, quickly put the phone down, because there was more pressing matters at the time. Not necessarily like emergency stuff, but like there was like someplace that they were going. And guys do that. Actually, girls do it too. You know, they see the text. It's an important one. But you know what? It's like if you called the person and they're like, I can't talk right now. But you have this like important thing to say, and they're like, I'm sorry, I just can't talk right now. Text can be the same thing, but it's even worse with text, because the text come in, you're like, I know it's important, then I have to go do something, so I can't like sit down and give my thumbs a workout right this second. And then you put the phone away, and then one important thing turns out to be like exhausting, or leads you to like the next important thing, and you don't, and by the time you get around to the text, you're like, oh, it's been 48 hours. It's been 72 hours. And this was important. So now what do I do? Right? Yeah. 100%. Cool. Alright. I'm relying on you guys for content. It's a Q&A. It's an open session period. It's what I wanted to make it tonight. Feeling liberated and free. Just to be in a moment, any moment in conscious space and time. I think it's important. So let's enjoy the sweet, soft sounds of a song named of Flute. Really, Miss Intricate? I would have never guessed. This person is like a little bit unreliable to begin with. You know, it's like a bit, kind of a strong ego too, possibly. You know, gotta make a statement kind of person. I don't know. That's the #1 saying of tarot readers across YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is a weird Aries guy. He's like the weird Aries guy. I don't know. Hey, Dusty Blue. How's September season looking when coming back from Ocean Life? Thanks. Thank you. You're so awesome, Dusty Blue. Okay, let's have a look. I'm gonna close my eyes behind the shades for a quick minute and look for spirit in this question, and then I'll pull a card for you as well, Dusty Blue. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing like a big piece of pie. It's like could be like blueberry or apple or potentially even like a crisp, a cobbler. So this indicates like home cooking or possibly sharing. It could mean peace with family, right? A piece of pie, right? So that's rather interesting. I'm also seeing a cross, a statement of faith, okay? And I'm seeing, kind of getting your bearings back on your relative distance to things. You know, I'm seeing the rear wheels of an automobile and they're spinning. So you may have like a lot of driving, or it may feel like everything's a little bit more spread out to you. So like, I don't know about your situation, but like you may find that your shopping habits and things like that will change as a result of, you know, your distance to convenience and even changes of habit based on elevation changes of what foods are going to feel good. Okay, I see in a big old red pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? What else do we got here for Dusty Blue? That's it. Infinite thanks and blessings to Source and to Universe for those visions. Okay, but I'll pull a card for you here as well. Okay. Time to fly. It's time to go. It is. So maybe you want to travel light, right? That's what the fly does. Superfly Jimmy Snuka here in his Super Satsang Saturday shades. But for you got a 44, time to fly. Things will work out synchronistic. Travel light, and kind of lessen the load as much as you can, Dusty, when you're going. You know, there's things that are convenient to always have with us, and we won't go without those things. But how can we take those things and like downsize them? So like moving itself or transitioning itself, or even once you get there, you can, you know, and you've kind of filled sanctuary, you may be like purchasing. You may have to go and you may have to travel a little bit. So I'm not sure what this is about, but that's cool. It's time to fly. It's time to go. Ocean life. And hey, all of those beautiful triangles. I just kept seeing triangles. They were like in the spokes of the wheel of a piece of a pie. It's like its spirit was just like this. That's just a lot of cardboard cutouts over the years. That's an enormous amount of construction paper that has gone through my fingers in such a short amount of time. And the children have done wonderful, and you've done wonderful, and when you have done wonderful in that way, in giving back, you've got a wide open paradise of karma for you both, in all worlds, in all realms, okay, and in all places of mind. So it's beautiful, Dusty Blue. Stay beautiful. Okay, the sushi lady, moderator here for the channel. Good to have you here. It's Saturday night. People must be on to other stuff. People must be checking it out. So it's good. I hope you guys are feeling safe and free wherever you're calling in from tonight. begin. This is a song name of Flute. Saruchi, you haven't had a turn yet. You haven't had cards yet. You're welcome, Dusty. So sweet of you to have you along for the trek, for the voyage. You know, I'd run be Dusty Blue 2024. We'll run as an independent political party. Those people that understand the real values of life and consciousness in this world. It'll be good. Real good. Just kidding, I'm not starting a revolution. Some people are trying. They may be disappointed come Scorpio season. Scorpio. Sushi says, what's coming my way? Fingers crossed to get an interview from Mayo by November. Oh, much love. My Scorpio season. Alright, let's have a look. I don't know why I just reach for tarot automatically. You get one card. Injustice. That's good. I think you'll get it. But I think during Mars retrograde, all the way running through November, and just because of the size of the institution that is, with the political future being uncertain, things are going to slow down by November. You got this card over your shoulder. Look at the number 10. That's amazing. I think in November you'll be looking back at this, so that's good. With the Justice card and this, that's a yes for me. Sushi, 100%. Hi country. Like I was mentioning earlier, I put the dick in predictions. So hello, country. Welcome to the program. How is Ryan? How is he? Well, you don't know, because Ryan got uncomfortable when you asked him about it. He's already told me a bit back. Okay. Let's have a look. Very interesting. Can ask Tarot about Ryan for country. And was it SK or JK? Somebody popped in the room there. If SK or JK is still here as well, I'd like to say hi to you. Over Your Shoulder by number 10. Brought to you by number 10, Sushi. What's 10? 10 is the 10th month. 10 is 10 is October. I was thinking about Scorpio town. Maybe it's Scorpio season. Maybe like the last week of October. You'll catch some word, or it might even start sooner. Because that over the shoulder card is like, that card comes with a vibe of like, I've already got it. And I'll be looking back at the uncertainty in just a little while, because it's right over your shoulder. You're welcome. Work, making it work takes a little longer. Making it work takes a little time, darling. Pow pow, you pack a pretty punch. Oh yeah. The reason he got uncomfortable when you asked him about his feelings is I don't believe that he has revisited, or he has taken care, like been the caretaker maintenance guy, the cleaner upper of his feelings. He doesn't check in with himself, I feel, often enough to feel confident about the speaking about those feelings. And as well, men are careful when they open up. They're very careful because you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of karma, right? So men are very careful in that way. They mean what they say and they say what they mean. Good men, anyways. Say what they mean and mean what they say. And if they're mean when they say it, that's a different story. But at least being in touch with the feelings, like we were talking earlier about how good it feels to scream, and that's why little kids do it. And children cry before they've learned to talk because there comes a point where they know exactly what they want to say. They're smart enough, but they can't say it, so they cry. Ah! So you got to make that vibration. You got to make that attraction through the wavelength of sound. You know, talk and listen, right? But there's that inner conversation that goes on inside Ryan too, right? Where it's like, tell yourself this, but also listen to what your body and your heart is saying. And if he hasn't been, master enough of calming one's own mind, you can lose touch with that. And then feelings, they become sporadic and they can go all awry. Rye whiskey. Right? Yeah. There's something he needs to let go of. He got this card from scratch. Things are going to get easier, but just reassure him that you're not in a place where you are wanting to judge it or and let him know that he needs to feel that comfortable with you, because that's the whole dang reason for being with Ryan in the first place, right? Isn't it? Right? Absolutely. Okay. I think that's everyone. Is the show over? Not for a little while anyways. It's a Saturday night Satsang. Jimmy Fry's here, 99.9. Hi everyone. It's good stuff. It's the Eight of Pentacles. There may be feelings from work as well that are associated with his discomfort at present time to discuss this and to discuss feelings. The timing might not also be right. Sometimes it's like the moment has to be upon them, and then they can have that conversation. SK Erica, hey, it's great stuff. It's always the best. It's always, speaking of good stuff, I'll show you guys some stuff. Some good stuff. Erica, I didn't know that you purchased a membership. That's awesome. That's really good. I was going to do the cusp reading and open this up to members for the first hour, but we've got a small, quaint crowd for our Satsang tonight, and we want warm 99.9 welcome to Erica Ninja, right? SK Erica, Skerica Ninja. I've never been able to get it right. So yeah, so country, hopefully that resonated for you. It didn't really have anything to do with you or the way he feels about you. I think you need to have some faith that he's feeling and meaning exactly what he's saying. Okay, but it might not be coming out right either. Whatever you are, can you time out a member? Can you time out a member for being super? There you go. There you go. No, you are. I know you are, but what am I? We just have a different vibe tonight. Oh, SK Erica. She'll see the humor in that. Here, I'll pull a card for myself tonight and see what it says. This is 37. This is a card for me. It's the silver lining, right? It's the icon. It's the silver surfer. This is a vibe of me just wanting to come on and do this stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, and speaking of good stuff, showed you here. Oh here. You know, absolutely. SK Erica, I brought this just for you. This is a cannon. This thing won't even fit. And I'll show you the stuff inside. Okay. Just got a neat little string there. I made these up. So hopefully you can see that. Maybe I'll put it under here. You can see it a little better. This is the blue sage that we gathered this summer. This isn't like one of those massive logs, but this one will burn for quite a while. So yeah, we got some, and this is good stuff. SK Erica. This is where it's at, right? You don't want to smoke this. Okay. Oh, I got a whole bag full, Dusty. I got a whole bag for you. I should get it and show you. Well, right now I have about I would say maybe 15 or 20 units like this one. Because we didn't get there until a little bit later. A lot of the sage had already gone to seed, but we were still able to get some for this year. And we're thinking of expanding into the future. But yes, we do. I have some that's here. And what I can do is I can just, if you have your proper mailing address, we can just do it through a PayPal. Hopefully there's no conflict with this at the border. It's dried, right? Dried herbs. So before you order any, let me finish doing my homework and research and make sure that I can ship it to you. Okay? So, has it been 5 minutes? 5 minutes is a long time, Erica. Just straight. And here's the white. Here, I'll show you the white. This one has a little bit more of that like big log feel to it, and this is the white sage. Okay. It's pretty hard to see with this backdrop and this camera, but if you can see the difference in the two. Right. We don't have very much white sage, but there is a lot of blue. Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it's a problem. Like, what are they gonna come and knock on my door for selling it? Let me just do a little bit of research. You know what? Maybe I'll even do it tonight after I hop offline, Dusty. I'll go in and see if it can be shipped like safely without penalty. I don't know. The border gets weird about stuff like this, but I think just because it's dry. There shouldn't be, as long as it's not like, should be fine. And this is like Western Canada. This is like, it just appears in nature, not very far from a place that I visit. So it's all harvested economically. You know, it's actually like a nuisance for the person that is tilling the land, and we find it along the edges and the fence lines. So it's really good. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I wonder how much different the stuff growing here in Canada would be from the stuff that you would get all the way down in New Mexico and Arizona, right? Little fluffy clouds. 100%. I shouldn't have timed out SK Erica. I'm excited to read for her now. Erica, we're on the good stuff. I might have really made her mad. I can't tell if it's been 5 minutes yet or not. Too funny. And great timing. And good evening, Sungaya. Welcome to the program. I hope you're feeling well tonight and doing good. How have things been for you? How is everybody in your beloved tribe doing? I hope you're safe and free wherever you're calling from tonight. Sungaya and everyone in the chat room. Yeah, I would burn some in here, but this is not a place where I can burn. Right, Erica? Sungai, how are you? I'm going to give you a card in just a second. Hey, now we have Sangaya and Sangaya. I'm probably saying one of your names wrong. Because you know I love to say the names wrong. We have Sungaya Watson and Sungaya Hayes. So that's good. I'm showing everybody the sage, the blue sage, and the white sage. It's good stuff. Oh, and also the stuff that went to seed, we made some bundles that were specifically for the campfire. So when you think about like the smudging ceremony, we like a larger ceremony, and we actually were able to just like throw these in the campfire, and all the mosquitoes, they go away, they disappear. This is fine, this Saturday sage. Oh, why thank you. Thank you for that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I just have my glasses on, because, what is it? Baby, let's go, 'cause you know that the light here really hurts my eyes. I come from a world where the light is dim and the people are so jive. I know you wonder if it's right, but I just need a straight shooting woman to get me through the night. Alright, long live rock and roll. Among other things that we got going on here in the age of Aquarius. And Dusty, you recently sent me a PayPal, so I'll check and see if that's your right address. I can get some out to you there as soon as I check out on that question. So, who here is ready to ask a question? Any question? Who's here to question? Who's here to question what what we know? What are the appropriate questions for September 2020? Well, that's a deep subject. I'm supposed to be doing the Capricorn video. The monthlies are out, everybody. If you haven't checked out your monthly sun, moon, and rising signs, there's some pretty interesting and cool readings there. Some of them I had a hard time getting my mind and my mouth around them. Like Gemini was crazy. I just absolutely dropped the ball. I couldn't get out what they were feeling. So this is interesting. KK Sungaya, thank you for the compliment. And hey, it's been a while since you've checked in. How are you? What's new from where you're calling? Where is everybody calling from? We had Argentina in the house earlier. That was a time. And Erica didn't come back. She's mad. She's mad that I timed her. Erica, I know it's been 5 minutes. Come back. She probably got so mad I timed her out. That's okay, it's part of her training. Saruchi, it's like when you're not here and I know you're coming back when I talk about you. Don't worry, it's only for good. It's only for healing. I took 5 hits from my heavy hitters. I just woke up from a nap. Everybody's on. Ghost Rider to Johnny Blaze. Everybody is on the Saturday night train to somewhere. Albuquerque, East Idaho, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yeah, I hope you're safe from wherever you are. I just woke up from a nap. That's amazing. That's good stuff. This new jam by Flute has really got me. It's good stuff. All right, for Rialto, California. That's awesome. Here's Sunkaya. It's interesting. Somebody else had this card earlier. Time to fly. Right. 44. So 5 from the heavy. You should have had 4 or 3 more to make 8. Right. Absolutely. We need the hope. Right? Because if you can't live in safety and freedom, then the government has failed. Right? It's all they're there for in the first place. You gotta have a little hope. So somebody hit us with some inspiration, an inspiring question. How about Hey needs a card as well. Hey, how you been doing with your gifts? This is nice for you, hey, to open up your presents. Okay, you've got gifts. We talked about it last year as well. You haven't had time. It's like Christmas morning. The person that comes down Christmas morning, but they're so giving that the Christmas presents are stacking up year over year. This is like your spiritual gifts. You give so much already, but you have gifts that you are going to be able to continue to give on, keep on giving her. All right. Your life path is an 8. Well, that fits well with Virgo season, right? Even though August is the 8th month, 8 is a number of bounty. I Captain. The booty, the treasure and the booty. Absolutely. And it's good to carry the hope, Sungaya. 100%. Right. You came in here doubled up. It was like you and your clone. You had to separate yourself from them. I totally get it. I totally understand. All right. I'm gonna step out of the room for just a little bit. Enjoy this song by name of Flute. It has like that crazy, is that a mandolin? You got jewelry and self-love meditation. You got a lot more than that. You got a lot more than that, Sungaya. If you're here when I get back, that's awesome. If not, I totally understand. Cameras rolling, the doors of the studio are open all night. Feel free. Come and go. We're just going to take a quick pause now. Good night, good morning, welcome back from wherever you're welcoming yourself back from. We love y'all. Infinite love, infinite blessings. Thank you, Sungaya. Thank you, Saruchi. How are things going? How's the day-to-day, Saruchi? And if there's anyone just lurking in the chat room, now is the time to get at me. Those are those times where you missed out on the list. Those are the times to come at me with your questions. If not, we'll just continue to enjoy this song, Flute. is partying tonight. That's okay. Just, we can just hang out. That's all I'm doing. Sitting here in studio, working away. Might as well have people come in and say hi. Cups reverse with the World card. You're not going to change the world if you're stuck in your ways. King of Pentacles reverse with the Seven of Cups. Not knowing what's best for you. The Hierophant with the Fool reverse. Don't blindly believe anything. Don't believe in things blindly without knowing the truth. Somebody's getting out and doing their part of their share. Somebody's not pulling their weight in the situation. There, is that better, Saruchi? I've just been practicing. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped by family expectations. Temperance with the Six of Wands. Okay. Not this. This could be self-sabotage. This could be easily. I'm just doing a lightning round, practicing reading tarot. Ace of Pentacles reverse with a Nine of Wands. Okay. Unwilling to take a risk. Okay. Playing it too safe. Four of Wands reverse with a Knight. Somebody in this situation is acting unpredictable. It could be somebody being stood up. Five of Wands with a Knight of Cups. This could be like having many crushes or being sought after by many people. Right? Playing the field. Nine of Cups reverse and the Devil reverse. Sometimes after we liberate ourselves from something terrible, it takes a while for the new blessings to come in. Okay. This is about putting old habits aside. Okay. No matter how good they make you feel. It's about putting those habits aside. Judgment with the Six of Cups reversed. Yeah. Step back from that ledge, my friend. It's time to put the past away. Injustice in the workplace. That's an easy one. Eight of Pentacles, Justice reversed. Lover's card with the Ace of Wands. This could be erectile dysfunction. This could be, a relationship that is requiring inspiration. Or has been recently inspired. Death upright. Death reversed, Hermit upright. This is the definition of being stuck in life. Sun card reverse, Three of Cups upright. You're going to dance till the sun comes up. You're going to drink and party on a Saturday night, even though you know the way it's going to make you feel in the morning. Terrible, but it's okay. You can put your hangover shades on. Nice. Six of Swords with the Chariot card means better times are coming in quickly. There are better times ahead, and you're making your way towards better times. So that's good. What else do we got? Seven of Wands straight up with the Ten of Cups reversed. This means you got to stand your ground. Could depict somebody that's fighting for their rights in a relationship or in a divorce. High Priestess. Oh, and the holy smokes. Lies being exposed and the truth coming out 100%. Somebody's being exposed with these cards. This isn't for anybody. This is me just practicing. Tarot. Okay. Tower upright with the Strength card upright. This is a victim of circumstance. Victim's a bad word, but it is. It's being the subject of we could call it the subject of circumstance. You know, you got to change. If the environment changes too much, just like any creature of nature, you may have to change. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups. All right. Looking for love in all the wrong places. You know, it's like, what are your values in love? That's what that asks, right? Somebody as well could be miserly with their loving energy, immature, okay, or even borderline manipulative. That was a weird set, a weird combo. It's funny the way they're stacked. They had no idea. Tara had no idea I was just going to rip into it and start doing 2x2s for practice. Speaking of 2x2s, it's a Two of Wands and the Strength card. Wait, if that's the Strength card, what was I looking with? The Tower. Oh, it was the Ace of Cups reversed. That could mean a breakup. Two of Wands with the Strength card. The power to manifest. Right? So that's good. The power to manifest. Jumping in. Rearranging a situation as well. Somebody could just like be rearranging their furniture. That's kind of wild. I'm glad you're learning. I'm having a little bit of fun. This stuff keeps me sharp, which I need to do anyways. A Queen of Swords reversed with the Four of Cups. Wow, this is cut it up. This is someone that's stuck in their own head over a relationship. Okay, it's like needs to process the information. Got the Emperor along with the Star card. So this is again having the power to make your dreams come true, having the authority over your own life and your own actions. Okay, not being swayed, not being influenced, standing firm, standing strong. Ten of Swords with Queen of Cups reverse. Yikes! This could be like somebody with a hardcore addiction that needs an intervention, or that needs somebody to come along and save them, or a change of habit is definitely encouraged with that set. Okay, Page of Wands and Seven of Swords there, right? Insecurity can lead to insecurity. Insecurity in so much as that there could be paranoia with this set. There could be as well just a feeling of, I constantly need to lock up. This is playing things so safe that you never have any fun with life. Because, maybe treated badly in the past and it's affecting your future. The Empress up with the Nine of Wands. I'm sick and tired of being single, so I'm going to change that. Effectively, it's the Empress. She's powerful. She's got powerful energy. Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. Reversed. So these could be like actually having a good circle of workmates and a good team. This is about engagement between people and not leaving intentions to question. There, everything's very clear and transparent with that set. Five of Pentacles up with their Queen, right? This is pretty powerful too. Don't worry. When you think about your success and take appropriate and this is a tough one to explain because this is like, it's highly cerebral in a Pentacle set. The queen comes with her five. This card is huge. This is like the Five of Pentacles. It cannot be overlooked. Right? It carries a lot of weight with it. it's like a heaviness or a burden, right? And usually if that burden means poverty, you know, and you know that you deserve more, set that deep into your mind, and then get up, stand up, and walk towards it. Anybody that got that set I'd give a huge hug out to. Nine of Swords reversed with the Four of Swords, waking up from a bad dream. Somebody that's needing to process nightmares, or somebody that is just in a place where they're very comfortable. They would be a very good meditator, very good at calming their mind and absorbing the rest, rather than being stuck in the mind. This is having power over the mind. It's a 4-9 split there, so that's good. Look at this. It's a Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. No, it's the King of Wands, silly. The King of Wands up there with the Hangman. Again, you could see somebody here that has kind of blown their top. I would say this person lost their cool, and now there's fallout. Yeah. There's nobody's energy is attached to this, though. These are just freewheelers. Two of Cups with the Page of Swords. Ooh. A little love and romance, a little hot to trot. This is about strong physical attraction, okay, strong mental attraction as well. It makes for good sexy friends. Three of Wands, Magician reversed, okay. Again, somebody could be stuck in their manifestation process. Three of Wands, and then not knowing the full side of the story. Have not promoted the intermediary or drawn the path from how you're going to get from here to there, because there's no boat in the harbor. So this person's going to have to build a boat. And good old build a boat workshops there, saying you need to bring a hammer and some tools to the situation. So I would encourage this person, whoever got this, to start at the beginning. Okay. Right. Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think he'd understand. Alright, Knight of Swords, a relationship that moved too fast and ended in pain. Eight of Wands, Six of Pence reversed. This could be like hearing news about being reimbursed. This could be about hearing news about somebody else's misfortune when it comes to money. So then you're inclined to take action. It's for the best. Court card combo of Queen of Wands with the Knight of Pence reversed. Okay. This could be like a mother and son that are not getting along right now. Doesn't have to be son. Mother and child not getting along. Or at an impasse. Very easily could be that. The Moon and the Five of Cups. Someone is way too emotional. This is like super emo. Over emotional. It's like calm down. And then the Wheel of Fortune up with the Two of Pentacles reversed. So this is about choosing one thing and going all in, so to speak. Putting your chips, let it ride. Put your chips in and let it ride. So that's good. That was kind of fun. We got another tarot deck we could do that for. But yeah, just having a good time. It's like there's nobody here though, and that's okay. People shy to say hello to me when they're watching. It's okay. But thanks, Saruchi. That was fun. I got another deck. We could do it again. I got the other deck here too. I won't even shuffle it. We'll just come in and do these 2x2s. Let me see. Oh, these ones are not as good with the chroma key setting. The other ones are so much better. Never too late. Hi, Midnight Star. There's nobody here. It's just me. Studio doors are wide open. I'm relaxing in my ice water mansion. Not much going on. It's a Saturday night. It's just us nerdy kids, me and Saruchi. I've been upsetting people tonight. I timed out SK Erica for accusing me of being baked, and I think I upset her. It was meant as a joke, but I think I upset her. Well, it's Virgo season. How are you, Midnight Star? Here, I'll get you a card. Just for checking in. Saruchi had this one. This is over your shoulder. Don't be scared. This is an angel, divine being looking out for you. It's very beautiful energy you always rock in with. It's Saturday night. They're out partying. Or maybe I'm the victim of cancel culture. That's okay, we exist in a tiny little corner of the matrix. Just for special times like this. Holy, the music is out of control though. It's like it got a space agey theme. Maybe we should go over to the jazz. Get some jazz going on in here. Just wonderful. Absolutely. Well, that's good. Can we go to... Let's see what's going on in the jazz scene. I don't know that I'm really feeling this. These are some more fun songs. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, baby. Come on over with me. It's a wonderful night for a moon dance, baby, and it's 2:45. So come and dance with me. A skiddly scat and a biddly bat. How quickly rat-a-tat, jazz-a-tat turns to rap. Skiddly adding. What do they call it? Scattily doing? Skiddly bebopping? It's all good. Just wonderful. I'll do some... What's going on? Yeah, it's all right. Everything's good here. Do you have any questions for me tonight, Midnight Star? So often in the main programs, people don't get to take their turn. Let's dance. I know, scatting. Scatting turns to rapping. Yeah, that's the line I was looking for. Midnight Star, are you Aquarius or Capricorn? I think you're Aquarius, right? Or are you Capricorn? I forget. Sorry for forgetting. Or Libra? Maybe you're a Libra. Alright, I'm going to do something that I was normally just planning on doing anyways. Oh, you're an Aries? What? I didn't even know we had any Aries left in our viewing audience. Oh, that's right. You and I got into the Instagram fight. That's right. Things are better now. We understand each other a little bit better now. So that's good. I'm going to, unless you have a question, you're an Aries. I haven't done Aries. I could do your, how about I do this? I'll record the Aries monthly reading for you, and you'll be like the first one to receive it, because I haven't done Aries, Capricorn, or Pisces yet. Pisces, Pisces. Gotta love Aries, Pisces, and Aries. So let's do that. Let's do a reading for Aries. Okay, pretend it's the start of a video, because I'll go back and I'll edit it later. Hey Aries, thanks for joining me here in this moment in space and time for your September 2020 tarot reading. That's right, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you all so much. I want to wish you the best in peace, prosperity, joy, bliss, abundance, happiness. This reading was taped before a live studio audience, so it was delivered live, and now you're getting it on the replay. Don't forget, if you're inspired, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, anything of that nature. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you. Bottom of the deck, Aries, is a 3 of Swords. So that's in the overall environment. Somebody that you might be close to, or even you yourself, are paying attention to healing now, paying attention to body-mind connection, things of this nature. And the funny thing, if you're feeling any kind of abandonment or betrayal in this situation, remember that those two things, abandonment and betrayal, there's only a victim. If that victim is not strong enough to overcome the inconsistency or the terrible act of the other person. Okay, but that's a 3 of Swords. We'll keep that in mind as we go through. We've got a 9 of Wands reversed, a 2 of Pentacles straight up, Aries, a 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, some of you might have let go of a younger air sign. Okay, could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and the Page of Pentacles straight up. So as we look to Virgo season for you, Aries, these cards are telling the story about somebody that is like kind of reclaiming ownership over what they want to do, or their freedom. There could have been a situation where like recent relationships with Aries just haven't been working out. This is about staying true to yourself, Aries, and these cards are also saying that you may be limiting your time with certain people in your social circles as well, to take stock and give more quality time to those that are really important to you. All right. Your heart is a gift, Aries, and I see you trying to offer your heart to someone in a situation, and for some of you, it might not even be worth it. It might not even be worth opening up in these ways to people that are inquiring about like how you truly feel about it, unless they're ready for an earful. All right, because you're going to actually be taking it a little bit easier this September. I feel you're not going to be going out with the gumption and the gusto and the forthright manner in which you normally accomplish things. This is a bit of a retreat for you. Things might be stacking up. They could be bills, they could be responsibilities, a lot of things that could be adding to pressure at this time. But you're very wise and intelligent in the way in which you sort this stuff out, and you're able to prioritize, and you're able to analytically, by slowing things down a little bit, really begin to make sense of everything. So if it's work responsibilities, family, or otherwise, this month, Aries, the cards really show you just biding your time here. And don't worry, as things move forward, all things in fairness. The old adage about what goes around comes around is definitely in effect here, as we've got a lot more pentacle cards showing up here for you, Aries, being like, you've proven yourself, you've shown yourself, you've led the situation, you've led the charge, you've done all this. It's very important to take that time to allow it to really settle in and sink in. There's no army chasing you down here. There's no zombies coming out of the forest or anything like that saying that you must achieve more and you must do it now, and you must, like, that's a great attitude to have when you really push yourself and make the most of your time and things of this nature. But that can get to be like a really fast running stream where you can sometimes get caught up in that, and the people around you and even yourself are maybe saying, whoa, slow this roll down, slow this this roll up a little bit, right? Because matters of spirit, matters of the future vision, you have them almost, I feel, Aries, like locked into place. Like you know what it is that it's going to take to allow you to become your fullest and be happy, okay? And that's all well and good, as long as you're being fair to yourself about the situation. In essence, you're the one over your own shoulders saying, work harder, do more. And if you feel like it's somebody else in your environment that's pushing you to do that, you just tell them to slow down a little bit. You just tell them to take it easy. Ace of Cups, Two of Swords. So in traditional Aries fashion, you know, some of you may have felt a lot of this year that you were kind of feeling locked into commitments and into having to allow situations to play out. But the Ace of Cups, along with the Two of Swords here, it means that love is wherever you go. Wherever you choose to show affection, intention, and attention, that's going to be reflected back to you in many different ways. Like when you try to see your reflection in like choppy and unstill waters, it's all distorted. It doesn't make any sense. But when the water of the mind is, when it's still and clear, you can see your reflection very accurately and very vividly. And with the love energy you're putting out is more of like an auric vibration or a certain frequency that you put out. Whatever your intention is set on, whether it's passion, pleasure, or just, you know, emotional sharing and outpouring of emotion, you can have that if you want to do that. But, you know, there's a lot of firmness in even maybe just things of the nature of pride, in not wanting to show weakness, in not wanting to be vulnerable, right? That's how that Nine of Wands is standing in the corner down here. And so this expression, or whatever this is coming from the heart here from the Page of Pentacles, the message is that there's more to it than what we go out to do. Our conscious mind sets out to go and accomplish become the hero of the day, so to speak, or go and take a piece of that world, get your piece of pie, get your share, right? But there's much more surface stuff bubbling up now for our Aries friends this month, being like, you need to take time for self. When you take time for self, you take time for the matters of the heart. When you take time for the matters of the heart, you begin to realize that Spirit is offering you even more than what you're out striving for. And I don't even really get a sense that it's dealing with a lot of stress, per se, Aries, but it's more so that you need a break from it, that you need a rest, and that a little bit more balance is required, right? From Justice, right, down on through the Six of Pentacles, divided even further, 11 to 6, and then down to 2 of Pentacles, the balance of justice, order and chaos, and you know, love and war, all that kind of stuff is coming to play. Some of you are just dealing with a younger Libra or Gemini there, I feel, and it's a little tricky. But, you know, your love energy is where you put it. So, you know, make sure that you're happy with it, and that it doesn't leave you feeling, wondering, you know, maybe I shouldn't have, or, you know, anything like that. Okay. And the five of Pentacles there in the reverse. This is okay. This means it's opportunist. This is like creating wealth through the mind and not being in lack mentality. The more you favor the certainty of your security and lose the fear of not having it, the more you will begin to have it. And so there's no worry about that happening. So if you're only wondering about the worst case scenario, or Aries, if you find yourself oft thinking of the worst case scenario, you know, you have to make sure that you find that silver lining and you focus on that, or that you recognize when your mind is dealing you out the worst case scenario, acknowledge it, let it pass on, and then begin to think of the positive influence and action that you can take for the best case scenario. And that's how you can ride that train out. Okay? All right, Aries, thanks for your time. We'll see you all again next month. Infinite love, infinite blessings. All right, how was that for a sign of Aries? That one will go to the cutting room floor, and we'll put that up in our monthly videos. Should be fun. And just for some validation, we'll ask Midnight Star. Hi, Mustafa. Welcome to the program. Good to see you. It's a good time. You've come at a good time. Consider you the lucky ones. Aries is going to be like, why is there jazz music playing in the background of my reading? That's okay. Yeah, hopefully that will resonate with a lot of people. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, hi, Mustafa. Let me check you in. Let me check you in. You're one of the lucky ones. Baby steps, Mustafa. Card number 5. Right? A little bit at a time. Or that old saying, less is more. Right? Sometimes the biggest gains we make on the way to our overall goals happen in tiny little increments. And without those tiny little increments, we can't get the big jump that we'll eventually need. Yeah, we try and do it. And it's a good time. You joined us on a Saturday night, which is cool, Mustafa, because there's not a lot of people here. And sometimes it takes a long time on the Sundays. So, yeah, get in here. Feel the hugs, feel the vibes. It's just me, you, and Midnight Star. It's good to give back. It's good to have something that you can do that you enjoy that is beneficial to other people. That's a good thing to have. Jazz. I don't know why I put the jazz on. Your question is, how does Miriam feel about the messages you sent her yesterday? Okay, let's have a look. Mustafa, we begin your cards with the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords reversed, 7 of Wands up here, 10 of Cups. To be honest, I think she's feeling like she needs to hear more. You guys have a long way to go, I feel, before you're like back on the same page. I'm not sure if somebody's like, they haven't been feeling well, or they're like getting better. I don't know if somebody recently had surgery, or if somebody has like undergone some troubles with health. There's a couple blocks here showing that somebody's been slowed down by health issues even. So if you sent well wishes, they were really received, but there also might be a tendency or a fear or wondering if things are moving too far too fast. Okay. King of Cups up here reverse, wearing his heart on the sleeve. This is a karmic relationship as well that you have with Miriam. So in terms of how she's feeling about it, I mean, she's encouraged her resolve. Whatever her resolve is, it's like she's doubled down on it. 5 of Cups up here now with a Fool reversed, and a 7 of Swords up here more so than anything. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Miriam might be kind of like dangling the carrot out in front of you a little bit. You know, this is a tough situation for anybody to be in, but somebody's been held back due to bad health here. So if you sent well wishes, those were well received, and I would continue to send those messages of well wishing, like of well being. And those supportive style things. All right, whatever you guys are discussing out, if you can avoid any kind of language or anything in your messages that makes things seem uncertain or unclear or fearful, this person may have a negative reaction to that. Okay, Miriam may have a negative reaction to things that are open-ended, or they seem because it's very tough to convey emotion through messaging, right? So that's rather interesting. And you never really get the full story. I think that's why the Seven of Swords is there. Because through messaging, you get a portion of the person's intention in mind. But you don't ever get the full thing because it's simply that of a text message or even an emoji or two cannot do it justice. You guys have a lot, I feel like, you can discuss and that you should be discussing, okay? But it's almost here as like somebody is dealing with a broken heart, or somebody's had some health issues here that have really slowed things down. At the Knight of Swords here as well, someone may have a fear of things moving along too quickly or too fast. So baby steps, remember baby steps. I think that's what it is with messaging with Miriam. Keep them little, keep them light, keep them encouraging and well-wishing. And this is the best thing you can do to, I guess, encourage her to build her back up. Because, I don't like suffering when I see it. But when we got 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups reversed, I get a sense of somebody that's like trying to get their feet back under them again. Is trying to feel like, or heal, or a broken heart, feel matters of the heart. They may be like closed down or shut off, or they may even be blocking spiritual flow. So that's kind of interesting. Stay positive, stay encouraging, Mustafa. Portion, she had a mixed reaction, a little bit of like fear and a little bit of wonder, but deep down, Miriam likes the support that you give, okay? So yeah. Hopefully that resonated for you, Mustafa. I wish the cards could have came up better, but it shows someone here is really suffering from a broken heart. Okay, 5 of Cups there as well. It's huge. Don't worry, the healing is getting done. The healing is happening, okay? Stay supportive. Welcome to Emmanuel16. Hi, Emmanuel. How are you? We got the jazzy vibe going on. Switch it over. Well, it's a marvelous night. I'm gonna sing that song again. All right. That could make sense, Mustafa. If she's coming out of a breakup, that you're probably right. If you suspect that she's coming through from a breakup, that would have been reflected in the cards for sure. So yeah, don't go too fast with this one. Keep it light. Keep them encouraging. For now, you are there. And you are there for her. But not in a weird, aggressive way. Not in that, we got to get rid of that Knight of Swords energy. Even though it's very important. I can tell she's very important to you. Right now, it's time to just let her energies begin to learn how to flow again, because they've been kind of blocked up or clogged up, and she's like filling up like Hoover Dam. It's like a big reservoir of emotion that needs to come out. But it's hard if you're only messaging. You should maybe even offer the hand to the next level, like let's speak on the phone or on Skype or on Zoom. But don't pressure this person to do it until they're ready, and you'll get a sense from how they reciprocate in the messaging. But right now, heavy messages won't do that. Not right now. Hey Jessica, welcome. I'm well, Emmanuel. Thank you for asking. I just felt like coming on for a little while tonight, so we could be here and do this in a much more relaxing way. right? Almost a year. Yeah. Well, broken hearts take a lot of time. They take a long time. They really do. And to depending on to what degree they shut down or they shut off. Sometimes when you're looking in from the outside with the best intentions, it can even be hard to do that. Spirit asks us to take a reprieve from being in that person's life, because the healing has to occur, and without it, it's all for naught anyways. So yeah, everybody, we're just relaxing, and I'm taking some questions. And yeah, I just wanted to turn on for a little bit tonight. We just did the Aries reading. If there's a Capricorn or a Pisces in the house right now, hit up the chat, because I still need to do those two readings. I also need to do the cusp reading, Leo to Virgo cusp. It was their birthdays, and my birthday gift to them was late. So do we have any people that were born that just had a birthday? I'm curious about that. And it is. It's Jimmy Fries. It's 99.9 always. Good vibes for you and your tribes. Let's see what we got going on. Yes. How will Mary? Yeah, sure. How will Miriam respond to my messages since she still has not responded? Interesting. You got this card of at your service. So if you're like, if you've made her offers, like, I'll come pick you up, or, you know, I'll be that person to walk with you and hear about what you've gone through. You know, if you let them know that you're kind of at their service, it might be just as surprising. Like one day she might just come up and say, you know what, I'll take you up on that, Mustafa. I actually feel like I need someone to talk to. You know, that's as long as you're not being too heavy about it, you know. I get a feeling like at this point in time, she doesn't want to be smothered, and even but you can help her. If she's healing, you can help her, right? But at this point in time, you just have to let her know that you're there. Keep making that offering, okay? But light and infrequent, like when you water the grass, right? Just only when it needs it. And you may have to find creative ways to do that as well, Mustafa. Yeah, Manuel, go ahead. Go ahead. You caught us at a good time. If you're here tonight, you're one of the lucky ones. It's not that this channel has become a victim of cancel culture. It's that the content is sub-quality. And I'm just kidding. I love this channel, and I love you guys for showing up and coming here. It's wonderful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Saturday night. It's not my typical normal time slot. For September 2020. What sign are you, Emmanuel? What's your sun and moon sign, Emmanuel? And your rising sign? Curious, because the monthly readings have been up. Well, thank you, Mustafa. If it's important to you, don't give up. And remember to do your vision, your imagination work. Instead of reaching out, reach within. See yourself together with her in the future. Okay? Embrace it. Feel it from the heart, like that Page of Pentacles was saying. You've got the star card here, Manuel. You're a Taurus. I just put a Taurus monthly reading is I just released it earlier today. I like how you put it. Doubles, 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 doubles. Da bears. Da bears. Okay. Let's see Emmanuel for September. See what we can get for specifics. We get around to everybody eventually. Emmanuel at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, bottom of the deck. That's the Ten of Swords here. Okay. So this is about rebirth. You know, whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You're dealing with some real jackaninnies too. Some real jackasses. Might be a Cancer here as well. That's, ouch. Did you recently get out of a relationship with a Cancer? Or was there something here that caused some heartache within you as well? Your heart is fine now. But like, somebody hurt you. I feel somebody like really like was not very nice in terms of your past relationship. You could have hurt one another, but I feel like part of you has really come through a lot here. The deepening of understanding. You've said your piece though. I feel like you feel fulfilled, Emmanuel, in how you've communicated the situation. That's good. But this is some really confusing energy and really confusing cards that are coming up here for this month ahead. Okay. Be careful of new relationships or like, you know, Taurus, we all know you can get freaky, but you don't want to get too freaky. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't just be careful with your partners and your partnerships this month. Okay. But when it comes to old relationships, either you're about to say what you really want to say in this situation, or you've just recently told somebody. You might have recently like told somebody off. I don't know about told somebody off, but you made something very clear to someone that did not like to hear what you had to say. Okay. You don't have a GF, right? But if there's one from the past here, or if there's something, I don't know why, it's feeling like you may have some things within yourself then that you're needing to heal. There could be like some habitual things that keep you like burdened down or boxed in, possibly. I'm not here to say like you should be leading a more fulfilling life, because that's not my place to say. But if you do feel stuck, or if you do feel like, you know, your interpersonal relationships, you're a nice person. The Temperance up and the cornerstone of the heart is really nice. It takes a while to get to know you, I feel. And for this month of September, it's showing that you might be dealing with some real jerks, some real stick in the muds, but stay an effective communicator. You're very good with your words, these cards are saying, and your words, you may need them, but you may also be giving some serious thought, because whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You might be giving some serious thought of letting go of something that you do habitually that is for like short-term gratification compared to like how you feel. And I don't know what it is. It could manifest whatever it is for you, where it's like you have a mindset or a feeling about it that you enjoy it, but you also know that it's time that could be better spent. Something of this nature, and it's going to come forefront to you. I think some affirmations for self about how you're looking for life to change. And if it's a girlfriend you're seeking, right, it may happen for you. You may find that a long-term lover. With the number 15 major arcana there, it shows that you might find the one that you decide that you want to spend, you know, a good portion of your life or the rest of your life with, especially with Temperance being there in the heart. That's really, really interesting to see that formation. But again, there could be as well like a particular, I don't know if like somebody's in trouble with the law. Be careful about speeding this month too. Or anything that might get you caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time, because there's something going on here with law enforcement as well. So whatever that might be is kind of shows that you can avoid that situation. Just be extra careful. I hope you're safe and living free, Emmanuel. But out in public, you just want to make sure that places are safe, and people that you are thinking of confiding in or talking to on a deeper level, that they're there. Don't just trust blindly in this situation, because you're really good with your words. And I think that you're like almost like an inspirational type of person. You tend to inspire people around you, but the bad eggs that are out there would tend to take advantage of it, and it shows that maybe you haven't healed from the last time that happened, or maybe you haven't got a sense where you like know how to like put up your spiritual defense for that to those people that come that way, because you are quite a giving person, even in your namesake, God giving life, it's Emmanuel. Don't worry. So, I'm not telling you to be nasty to any people, and I'm not saying that you need to live a more fulfilling life. I just think for you in your path and directly knowing what you want, you should totally make a beeline effort, a straight line effort towards it. Avoid these distractions or these other things or people that keep you from truly making the most of your time and your productivity, because that could be a big thing with the Chariot reverse there too. You may be like kind of giving your life force away. You might be stepping back so that you can get a welling up of spirit going on inside you again. I hope that you're not feeling too drained at the end of every day as well. But stay with your awakening. Stay with your ascension process. Stay with any sort of practical meditations that you do. They're all going to be 100% effective for you. But if you're there in Taurus, you're just feeling like super sexy this month. You're feeling super like fantastical as well too. So you're gonna have to even remind yourself at certain times that you might want to just take it easy, but don't allow it to block your flow. If you want to express, if you want to create, if you want to do those things, forget the negative self-talk and forget the subconscious programming that causes you and to spend the time doing the same old thing. Put yourself in new headspace and then see what you can create as a result of that. But if it's, something like a long-term relationship, make a beeline for it, because these cards are saying that it is possible for you because you have a great heart, and it's just waiting for some things to be cleared up. Timelines coming into play even. Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Wands reversed again, saying take the direct road, the direct path. Research things like the path of least resistance, right? Make sure you're feeding your subconscious good visions and good imagination, so that it can begin to flow out the stuff that you want to appreciate. Because it's called like the law of attraction and stuff, but really it's just this great big supercomputer that you've got attached to the top of your neck. And it's an amazing thing, especially once you break down the boundaries of thinking about the same old stuff and doing the same old thing all the time. You'll uncover huge life force energy through initiation of cerebral thinking. And once you begin to do that, you become that unstoppable force that gets what they want in life for the greater good. And that's what everybody's kind of after right now. So when you ask about September, the month coming up, there's not so much in the month other than maybe just a few jack and innies, like I said, hopefully that are not going to be too in your face, but that you can deal with. But this is mostly like inner work, Emmanuel. You are the month of September. You are the next 30 days. September by definition is the time we're considered to think. But think about it. You are you for the next 30 days. And that's like when you think of it in that respect, it's like giving a blank sheet, a blank calendar with nothing on it. Begin to write it in. Begin to start accomplishing. Begin to start exploring. And you're going to find that these cards will improve a heck of a lot better. There's a lot to be determined through spirit in your timeline as well. Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune are saying, like, and I think we talked about this before, you're a little bit younger, if I'm not mistaken. So in doing this, it's like you will become naturally exposed to more so that you can become the wealth of experience leads to the abundance of today. But we can't force these things to happen to us, and we also can't run away from these things when they do happen to us. And I don't think that you do. I just think for you, because of your wisdom and knowledge, it's like a patience thing where you're like impatiently awaiting, like a kid on Christmas Eve, waiting for the next morning to go out and do it. So make sure you do it. Make sure that those first few thoughts of the day are affirming programs for the subconscious, so that you wake up and you say, something amazing is going to happen to me today. And I'm also going to do something amazing today. Begin to see how your subconscious will begin to paint the canvas of your reality in the way in which you consciously put it in to the superconscious mind. All right. 36. Oh, yeah. So you are quite young. But you've passed your Saturn return. That's the part I was confused about. You're quite young. Sometimes 36 feels old. And sometimes at 36, we come into a room and we feel like the oldest person in the room. But there's also situations at that beautiful age where you can go into a situation and you're also the youngest person there, right? So think about that in that aspect, that regards. Where you go, who you want to associate with, okay? It's time to get busy. It's time to make some connections, right? What is it? Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, right? You can't sit around trying to rule a broken heart, right? The world is there for you, and you're already stronger for it, okay? Whew. Hi, Gazelle. Welcome. How are you? Are you feeling better? Hopefully you're feeling better. I know you've been through a lot lately. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday night where it's just us nerds hanging out. I think Erica's mad at me. I timed her out just as a joke, and then she didn't come back. Isn't that a nice thought? You get to start over again tomorrow morning. Should be out of control. And Debo, yeah. That's okay, Taurus. I'm so happy to be here. Me too. Just happy that the lights are on, right? Happy that winter is not here yet. Winter. So what can we see for you tonight, Gazelle? Hi, Jessica the Goddess. Wow, it's been a little while. Definitely, you can have a general reading for the month of September. We just did one for Emmanuel, so we can do one for you too. And welcome to Jasmine. Good to see you, Jasmine. But for Jessica, for sure. Let's have a look. Holy moly. We got a floor card. They really fly. They really begin to fly. 3 of Cups for you, Jessica the Goddess. 3 of Cups is up. So that's nice. There might be a return to social gatherings. Okay. Everyone's getting tired of SD. Nobody wants to SD anymore. And I mean social distance. You Scorpios, get your mind out of the gutter. It's that cravingness, the Three of Cups. Get back to that good feeling. And hopefully everybody's feeling safety and freedom wherever you're calling in from tonight. Alright, Jessica the Goddess. Cards are well shuffled. I'm going to go ahead and cut them for you. Alright. Bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness. Can't make this stuff up. And they showed up at the bottom of the deck. So it's important for you. You need some FaceTime. Not the app. You need some real FaceTime. Okay. This could be with girlfriends. Friends. Special friends. You know. That human interaction means so much. Wow. It's cool. You might have a friend that is worried about being exposed as well. I don't know what that's about. Oh. A little bit frustrated. You're a little bit frustrated right now, Jessica. And as September comes in, it's saying that you're actually kind of being tested right now. You have great energy. And you have great confidence. And I like that. Because that confidence energy is coming from your heart center. It's really nice. And the Princess of Wands reversed there still brings a message of don't change a thing in your heart this month. Even though you might be on the outside looking in, you might have a feeling like you don't resonate particularly or vibe with certain people anymore, which kind of directs some behaviors, especially in the workplace, is possible. But there are people that you do vibe with a lot more cleanly and a lot more fulfilling. So you may feel like your social circles are changing. You might have a friend that's like exposed, or somebody maybe that you've been wondering or questioning about if they were ever going to get their shit together, get their life together, and you've been trying to help them possibly, and it hasn't been working. And it's not like you're giving up on them, but I get the feeling is that it's going to come out to a point where that person is aware that if they're not willing to change, if they're not willing to help themselves, then it can't happen. No matter how hard you try or what you do or how much love and backing and support you give them, it's almost as if this person may be requiring deeper levels of somebody to show them the truth of what's happening, rather than enabling them through like subtle inaction, through like not saying anything or being like, we're here for you, it's okay, you can get up and stand up right now and be fine. But the truth of the matter is that person might be exposed. They might not be wanting to get up or wanting to stand up, and it's not for any like weird reason or other words other than to say that somebody has to be direct with them or harsh with them a little bit. Okay. Wow. Knight of Cups now. Two of Swords. And the Fool. This is I like this row. I like this set a lot better. Because what this speaks to me about, Jessica the Goddess, is that you might have a decision to make about where you're putting your love right now. Your love energy. And this is all fine and good. There might be an offer for being social or even dating now that we see the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups in these are good emotional sharing cards. But the decision to do that, the decision to initiate and engage in the friendships that provide you with the fullness of experience. Yeah, I'm not sure who it is either. I haven't really got any signs from the cards as to a sign, but it's either that they're going to expose or they might expose something. They might confide in you a secret as well too about how they're actually feeling in a situation. Is it possible or potential that somebody in a marriage would confide in you maybe their level of unhappiness in their situation and come to you and comfort and help and expose it. I mean, that's just one way. It might not necessarily be that way. Or somebody that got themselves in sort of some sort of trouble, something of that nature. I like this next row for you because it's showing that you're deciding where to put your love energy in a love offering. You're going to be invited out in September, I think, by a particular person or maybe by a group of friends, and I think that the universe and spirit is kind of urging you to go that way. They want you to let loose. You need to go foot loose, right? You need to really go somewhere that makes you feel like, through all the craziness that's gone on this year, that you can still express the fullness of your liberty in abundance, and go out and have a night where you feel like the goddess. You feel like the millionaire. You can put on your finest attire and go and have somewhere and have a nice meal, and that's going to be like a spiritually like uplifting night that comes from you for you in September. It could be some sort of feast or some sort of gathering, and I really hope that you decide to accept the invitation, because there's an invitation that's coming your way as well. We can ask about that in just a second. Let me just finish up your general reading, okay, Jessica? Hangman reverse and the Knight of Wands. So do you have a fire sign? Is this a fire sign? Could be male. Doesn't have to be male. But I get like an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. I have a feeling of Leo possibly. Somebody that's like just kind of like transmuting their karma right now. And again, with this Hangman reverse here, you're going to be feeling very explorative in September. You're going to be feeling like researching new things and undertaking new things. Even though it's busy, you realize that there's a need creatively to create an easier path for yourself. Okay? And this all has to do about how you're manifesting your life, what you're doing with your time, and about how your creative energy feels like it's locked up. It's hit an impasse. Like, you know, maybe the quality or the time that you have to give to your passions hasn't really necessarily been there so much, but you felt like you've reached an impasse. Well, and you say to yourself sometimes, well, it's like, that's all I know how to do, right? So you might be researching how to do more or create more differently or more efficiently this month as well. This has significance. So you might be dealing with a nasty boss or a nasty person that's trying to be authoritative or have dominion over your situation. And look, at the crown of the reading at the very top coming in from the universe is justice. So this is nice. The fairness of the cause and the fairness of your truth and your love energy when combined, that's going to create a pocket of, like, I see it as well-being, but that's not quite the word. It's like a pocket or a bubble of sanctuary from the craziness. You're like a beacon this month. People will be recognizing energy in you where they feel drawn to it so that they can come and be in your like bubble of protection. Justice upright in the crown, that's just letting me know that you're divinely guided and you're divinely protected, not just for September, not just for the next 30 days, but more so generally, like in life, and the agreements or the establishments you have with your higher self, your spirit guides, angels, however you perceive source within, okay, and source out there in your environment. But the creative connection, or your reboost to that, and again, something to do with your friendships as well. It's going to sort itself out. 3 of Cups is all there, but I feel as though one of your friends might really be struggling and they may confide in you. So I think it's important to take that invitation, all invitations that come because of that exploration piece, that invigoration to getting back out for that human contact at a level where it's like, it doesn't need to be driven by a specific cause or purpose. You just go out there to do it, to inhabit the space outside of sanctuary with friends and good food even, and feeling so that it's like there's some normalcy to hang on to there. It's very, very important. as well. And if you can be the initiator of that, maybe you're the one being like, well, let's, instead of going on a group chat or a group thing, let's go meet down at Dino's Bar and Grill or wherever you decide that you like to go, so that you can be out in the world and expressing. That's something that a lot of us, came to realize how important that aspect actually is. We get so caught up sometimes that we need to go out and express the millionaire side of ourselves, even if it's only for a night or for a couple hours, is very important. Okay, Jessica? I'll ask about the roommate and I'll ask about the cousin. Okay. Majdi says, there's an actor who isn't very famous. His name is Michael. I just want to know, do you see us ever working together? And Michael was a movie maker. Oh, Michael was a movie maker. Alright. First, the cousin. Show me the cousin. Cousin is like ready to celebrate good times. That's good that you can't be controlled. Oh. And then the roommate. Ha. Okay. Two of Swords. That makes sense. Because usually, like, if someone's hurting on the inside, it's only a matter of time for healing that it needs to be revealed. But depending on the strength of your relationship with this roommate, yeah, it could be lack of trust. This roommate person might not be like overly mature is the wrong word, but like they may not be feeling comfortable in that particular set, that particular place. And it's not anything that you did. It's just that this person doesn't see themselves like really doing anything positive to achieving their goals right now. They feel in essence very stuck. And I feel like this is someone that might be exposed or might be like really worried at present time about some sort of trust issue with somebody. So I don't know. Yeah, I would say that the roommate may be the one that's reaching out to you, quite possibly this month. Okay. Oh yeah, Michael was a movie maker. He was a movie maker. I wish I could remember how the rest of that song goes. Okay, Majdi. I just want to know if I see you working together. How do you think he's going to feel about me? Yeah, no actors are really famous anymore. Not like the way they were. Like, people think that there's a revolution going on right now, but there's not. The revolution already happened. They're literally like 6 or 7 years too late. But that's like the aftermath. That's the people that didn't wake up in time for the real revolution, and now they think they're having the revolution, but they're not having the revolution. The revolution already occurred. We're just waiting now. All right. Oh, Jasmine Moore did. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jasmine, and thank you, Midnight Star. That completely would have just slipped on by. Yeah, things get interesting. They might just be feeling really cooped up. I don't know how close you are with your roommate, but there might be like, you guys might need to just go out and have like a good time, really be out of the abode, of the house, and go and do something together, and really just be there to witness how she is, how she's feeling, and you may find that she may have a lot to tell you. Sorry, I shouldn't assume gender. Okay, Jasmine Moore says, what advice do my guides have for me about me building confidence for the rest of the year? Well, Jasmine, Mars is retrograde all the way till November. So this is not really naturally like a confidence building time. This is a time where people, even Aries, we just read for them, where they're putting the need for that on the back burner. Virgo season especially, because it's a time to collect and gather and enjoy abundance, which normally is that's more of a fulfilled feeling rather than like a confidence feeling. It's interesting the way spring and autumn have that thing, right? In the springtime, everyone's getting into their swimsuit bod and they're, trying to make the most of a year that is still brand new. But in the fall, everyone becomes a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chill, especially around this time of year where it's let's get the hard work done, then we can enjoy the fruits of our rewards. But regardless, I'll still have a look at that. Okay. I hear you, Maj D. I'm going to read for you, but I'm going to read for Jasmine first. Okay, Maj D. My favorite. This is the line from The Big Lebowski. The dude abides. And I don't know if you've seen Jeff Bridges as Jeffrey Lebowski in the movie The Big Lebowski. But that is an incredible film. And it's interesting because when I think about that character, there was someone confident enough to not give. There was zero fucks given about the way he portrayed, about what other people thought of him. Okay? It's not because he played a slob or that he was a slob. It was just that he had the confidence to live his freedom that was the most comfortable to him. So maybe that's here when you're asking about confidence. Maybe this is stemming from a place where it's the lack of confidence comes from a place of fear of the ego having its presentation poo-pooed on or rejected by the small minds of other people, which is a complete fallacy and ill normalcy from the very beginning. Okay? That's okay, Jasmine. Hopefully you get the gist of what I'm saying. And but less about him. We'll do some tarot here for you as well. But this advice on confidence is take stock of recognize fear when it arrives. The fear about what other people are going to say, think, or do, and how that really affects you. Does it really affect you? If someone's a real a-hole, or if someone's completely judgmental all the time, right? They're digging their claws into you. They got their teeth sunk into you because you worry. Maybe you want that person's approval or appraisal. And you see that as having a big part of whether you are successful and failing. And you see success as failure as the measurable quantitative amount of confidence that you're allowed to give yourself. Because only successful people can be confident, right? No. You can be confident as long as you're living in your truth and you're standing in your power. Confidence doesn't have to come forward in a very GQ manner. It can come across as housecoat and relax and comfort. That's the real reward of confidence, is a comfort. Because even if people poo-poo your ideas or your fashion style or whatever it might be, the outside things that we work on to help build confidence, that's not going to determine your happiness in the grand picture anyways. All you're doing is able to subtract when you take away those things. Take away the, let's take a GQ man. You take away the cologne, you take away the $1,000 watch, you take away the designer suit, and there you have a man, just like any other man, right? But I totally understand, because this is about, it's hard to speak when people don't open up their etheric vibe to being spoken to, right? You've got the Chariot card up. So this is a Cancer, the emotion of a Cancer. 5 of Swords. You're very direct with other people. And look, you're liberated. You're a free soul. You're a free spirit. How is that not working for you in confidence? When you find freedom of spirit, when you actually find the answer and the comfort that no matter what, in your consciousness, in your heart, in your faith, in your, even if you're a religious person, in your religion, your belief in God, when that is established for you and you have the knowledge that nothing bad can happen, nothing truly horrible exists for you, they're only merely reflections of things that actually, fear-based stuff that comes from your own mind. You've already put this behind you. You've already come through this and are looking at it in the rearview mirror now. There might have been someone a little while back, maybe they judged you, or they told you off, or they pissed you off, maybe all of the above, and that really affected you. You were you made this thing where it's I'm never going to put myself there again, or I'm never going to try that again. And in doing so, you limited yourself based on another person's judgment of that thing. It wasn't your judgment. You thought it was a good idea. So what makes it a bad idea in that person's eyes? Is that because that person is a doofus? Well, likely. Is it because you needed to revise your idea or work on that aspect or that attribute a little bit more? Possibly. But the negative response that you get should not be there to condition you to begin to limit yourself to the expression, the desires of the things that you truly want, okay? Because there have been times where you felt a little fucked by the fickle finger of fate. You're your situation, right? If it was only better. Confidence is a funny thing. And it takes a long time. You'll notice some people, old people, they just go out and they talk to people. It's just random, They come up and they just start telling you their life stories, or they just start talking to you, right? Younger people with their earbuds and stuff and their hoods up over their head, they're not, they would rather spit on you than have a meaningful conversation. And that's just the people out in natural, in public, right? So it takes this experience, wealth, or the wealth of experience to bring the abundance of today. So, and you can recognize this in people, I think, Jasmine, because you're an intuitive person to begin with. So, and you know the signs to look for of the people that are worth talking to, and because you can build each other up and actively experience conversation, meaningful conversation, or even if it's not meaningful conversation, at least it's something. So when it comes to confidence with other people, recognize your energy signature first and foremost. How are you vibrating? How are you vibing? I guess that's the same thing. It's just, but recognize how you're doing that. And then you'll be able to see through other people that are nearby, or, that you're considering, talking to. You'll be able to recognize that vibe in them. And then that way you'll know that this person's not out to judge you. This person is not out to immediately, narcissistically talk about themselves or make you subject to their manifesto or whatever it might be. Because each can of worms, when we open that with a conversation with new people, you never know what you're going to get at first. It's not always a can of worms. Sometimes it's a can of delicious awesomeness, right? Sometimes it's a can of whoop ass. But the curiosity and coming at it with the beginner's mind of being I need to have these experiences so that one day I'll have them all in my back pocket. I will again have a wealth of experience that will allow me to strike up a convo, to present my ideas without fear of rejection. Okay? Wow, you really are liberated and free. There's not much in this world that holds you back. other than yourself, and your strong attachment, I think this is a desire for like domestic bliss or a relationship. Ten of Cups reversed up with the Devil reversed. Remember, when you decide to take on an emotional romantic business partner, it's a long-term deal. If you're comfortable having your thoughts, feelings, and emotions wrapped up in another, and truly comfortable with that, that's when you'll begin to recognize the vibration of the other person that's out there that is also having the desire to have their emotions balanced out with the togetherness of romance in another person. And that's all well and good. So for the end of the year, 9 of Cups at the crown coming in from Source, 9 of Cups, fulfillment. Take an evening, take a night, take an hour, hell, take 5 minutes just to recognize how confident you actually are, and be aware when the subconscious fear comes in and tells you that you're not confident. You can call that liar out. You can say, no, I acknowledge you. That's just a fear that's trying to tell me that I'm not confident, that I'm not strong enough, that I'm not rich enough, that I'm not crazy enough, that I'm not this, that, or the other thing. Don't allow those fears to define you. Let the strength of the powerfulness of your being, of your essence, have the weight on the teeter-totter of saying, I am a force. I am pure, beautiful, loving consciousness through and through. My body is a reflection of that. And if it's not painted out in that GQ way, if it's more like the Big Lebowski, if it's more just like it feels comfortable, okay, I'm comfortable in my own skin, I'm comfortable with who I am, that's the real essence of confidence. That impenetrability, that understanding that I cannot be hurt. Sticks and stones break my bones. But ill judgments and rejections by small-minded people can never hurt me. Okay? So you'll do just fine. All right, Jasmine, thank you so much for sending a super chat this way. I appreciate you so much. All right. It's 99.9. Good vibes all the time. 9 of Cups. This is beautiful fulfillment for Jasmine. There's going to be happy times ahead before 2020 ends for you, Jasmine. I feel confident in that. You're a free spirit. You're a liberated soul. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. And Jimmy Fry is coming to you from Studio 2. Yeah, and it's not that recognizable kind of fear either. It's like, it's that fear you don't even realize is fear because you feel it more like, I doubt it. I doubt it. It arrives subtly. Fear can be insidious. It's just continually like tapping at the door. Like, what do they call that? Like the old water torture where they'd just drop a drop of water on the person's forehead. Right? You don't want that. You don't want that level of annoyance in that negative feeling that seems harmless, but it's constant. Because there's a consistent push and pull going on through the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So if you're feeling doubt, it's just a fear that it's not going to be successful. And at the root of the matter and at the root of your free-spiritedness, you don't give a shit whether it's a success or not, because to you, you're always progressing, and everything you do, even if it is seen as failure, is a success. Even like this program, I'm here, I'm happy, I'm doing it, I love to give back. Only 4 people come to watch. Doesn't mean I'm a YouTube sensation. That would be seen as a failure. But I know deep down in my heart that this little channel, this little corner of the internet is successful because it's here for the right reasons. And I'm just as confident as a YouTuber with 4 million subscribers, even if I've got 4. Because you know what? It's nobody's standard but my own. All right. You did it. You're doing it, Jazzy. That's wonderful. Let me talk to Maj D, because Maj D has been patiently awaiting. All right. Michael was a movie maker. Jazzy B, good to have you here. Warm welcome. I'll be with you in just a second. I want to answer Maj D's questions. Let's talk about Michael. Will Michael and Maj D work together? Will Michael and Maj D work together? And what's he going to think about it? Okay? Michael, the not-so-famous actor. This card's been coming up a lot tonight, man. Oh, man. Boogie Woogie Two Shoes. 5 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Well-being. 3 of Cups. I'm wondering, Maj D, have you ever met this person before? Like, how well do you truly know this person? Because this person is like, they're really giving it their all. They're really trying. They're really wanting to do what they can to ensure their success. I don't see this Michael person as being very outwardly social. Yes, very much the Emperor and the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords reverse. Yikes. I don't know how well you know this person, or if maybe you're just like really desiring to get to know them better, but I think you're going to have a difficult time getting to know this person because they're very forthright. They're very like, I don't want to call them snobby, but they might be like a little bit stuffy. They might be really ruled by the mind and ego. There might be a bit of small-mindedness going on here. And maybe that's why he's almost famous and not truly famous. But nobody's truly famous anymore. We're all famous. Okay. The Tower and the Queen of Wands is up here as well. I think Michael might have had some issues growing up and some strong family ties. Okay. Somebody in this situation is moving as well. Michael, maybe, I think this is a no to your question. And to be honest, if you really want to know this person, introduce yourself to them. Talk to them. Send them a message of like praise, of like, he's an Aries, but the rumors is that he isn't nice. No. Well, that makes perfect sense. That's exactly what these cards are saying. Like, this person's kind of closed off. They're kind of, heavy ego. And Aries, okay, that makes sense. It's up there now, right? But this person will cut people out of their life if they don't like what they do. It's like this, always have to be right sort of thing. That's interesting. So these cards confirm the rumors. I think the rumors are true. Okay. You appreciate his work a lot, but how much of that, like, this person tries really hard. And as a result, they are like a bit of a stress case, and they get a bit of a could be like a pompous attitude. If anyone knows what pompous means anymore. They're pompous, right? So once you meet this person, I don't even know that you're really going to respect them or like them as much anymore. I think you're going to have a hard time meeting this person as well. Because with the Tower card there, somebody might end up moving. Okay. It depends how much he's changed. But right now, he'll see you like just somebody else that isn't him. There's like a arrogance, even, I feel, about this person. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Okay. Deep down, they're probably good. But they've just like, I don't know, they limit themselves based on their view of self. All right. So I think the rumors are true in this situation. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, Jazzy B, you're so sweet. Look at the flying pair. Thank you so much. I'm glad you'll be leaving Hong Kong. Does that mean our reading from last time came true? Michael was a movie maker. For once, you may still end up being cast you may end up working with this person, and you might celebrate it on the short term, or you feel like, yes, all your dreams are coming true. But once you truly get to know this guy, I don't think you're going to respect them as much anymore. Okay? Thank you, Jazzy. That's very nice of you. Where are you coming back? Are you going back to the UK? Is that, I think, where you said you're based out of? It's going to be some tough goodbyes. But you're excited, and I'm really happy for you. You're welcome, Majdi. I wish I had better news for you, but I think the rumors are true. People don't normally make up that kind of shit about other people unless they're truly famous. And you said they were almost famous, so nobody would really have a reason to make that up about that person. All right. Yes, London. London calling from a faraway world. How does it? London calling. I live by the river. Well, that's good, Jazzy. When do you depart? What's your departure date? And thanks again. That's really cool. We just opened up the chat lines tonight in the reading room. The doors of the studio were open for anybody that wanted to come early before the big program tomorrow. Where we advertise free live tarot. But the people who know us well, members, subscribers, people like that, so you're smart by coming in on a Saturday night. Mid-October. Are you looking to maybe go to Sweden? Let's see what the cards have to say about that. That'd be really cool. My name is Sven and I come from Sweden. How did it go? I am Hans and this is Franz and we are here to pump you up. Those are my best Swedish accents. You've got the Entangled card. Entanglement, don't worry. This doesn't have to be scary at all, Jazzy B. And I'll pull some tarot too, don't you worry. But the card of entanglement is good in a way. Because this will be about you guiding or steering the ship of your life. Think about it. Hong Kong to London, that's a big ways. Like, London is way closer to Stockholm than Hong Kong. So you've done the right thing. You know, it's like Bon Jovi. You're halfway there, living on a prayer. And that's really cool. But this card of entanglement means if you want to eventually end up in Sweden, start talking in a Swedish accent. No, just kidding. Start talking to Swedish people. Okay. We got they don't call it they never used to call it the World Wide Web for nothing. It's because it's worldwide. And I think you could do that. You can even put it in your search terms. Sweden, right? Who just Googles the country of Sweden? Yeah, you do. Sweden. But what is the things that are attracting you to Sweden? Put them in your favorites bar or your search browser at the World Wide Web. Set notifications on to Sweden. Let's go to the library and look at a book about Sweden. Let's start using our conscious mind to start getting Sweden into the subconscious so that through entanglement, talking to people from Sweden and people that are Swedish, and maybe something that you do that would be in demand in Sweden so that you had some sweet work to do when you got there, that would definitely be a bonus. Okay? I'm going to shuffle your tarot, Jazzy, and then I'll hop back on the mic. Hierophant. That's cool. I don't know if you are a religious person, but maybe through the institutions you could do it. Start researching what it takes. Like, I know different countries. That was the Hierophant, by the way. Different countries have different methods for obtaining your permanent residency there. Some countries require a lot more than others. But if you can research it through institutions and start, because the legal wheels move slowly. So while you're building a life in London, start today. Start manifesting Sweden today. Okay. The secret of the mind. The confidence. You're wondering if you're going to meet a lover. That's okay. You can have a lover. The King of Pentacles. Okay. And you're on a bit of a fixed budget, fixed income here for the next little while. Okay? That's okay. Don't get caught up in any kind of lack mentality. You live creatively and you live smartly, and I like that about you. You have a lot to offer to the world. We got a tale of two queens up here as well. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords upside down. Never say to yourself that it can't happen. Never tell yourself that it won't happen. Especially if you want it to happen. Sometimes that's when we tell ourselves that it won't happen more often. As far as the timeliness of the situation is, let's get through this one first. Like I said, you can start manifesting it now, but you're into a real heavy situation here. The move is liberating and freeing, okay? But once you get there, things are going to like kind of come back and they're going to restrict back down for you. You're going to be like I said, on this fixed income, and you're having to pick up more responsibility to make the transition smooth. And with this Tower card here, it's kind of good in a way because you can be with what you want, even though that's reversed. It's an Ace of Pentacles. You can have, but you have to put it in to the subconscious mind, okay? But right now you've been having trouble doing that because things are busy and things, even though this is a liberating time, it's also a very stressful time. But you see how that's Ace, you got to put it in there. You got to put it in the Tower, in the heart. You're going to have a lot of time to meditate and to manifest Sweden once you get to London. But you're going to have to do that in a very methodical way. You're going to have to put the effort and the energy in. And this is about, like I said, you go into a library to read about Sweden. You might actually be just, getting that paperwork, get a jump start out on it, and find yourself, create that timeline for you by finding the space and through entangled connections by the people you meet and the conversations you have. Maybe there's a forum for other people that are also wanting to move to Sweden. You might find a lover in London that is going to put Sweden on the back burner for you. But don't ever tell yourself that it has to be one or the other, or that you can't do something. That's just the Queen of Swords there being like kind of the queen bee that she is, right? Upset. And I know that this move from Hong Kong to London has that all or nothing feel, because you're leaving a bit with a heavy heart and with some hard goodbyes, right? But that's okay. The excitement is really trumping that. The excitement and the enthusiasm it's really too powerful to ignore. It's really too much. So you're going to get caught up in that excitement. You're going to live your life, and it's going to be a busy and strong life to live while you're in London. And I feel like you might even meet someone there that's gonna turn you on. and I don't know, if Sweden's your thing, dedicate 20 minutes to it every day. I don't care if you're just looking at pictures of the Swedish flag. Or what else comes from Sweden? The natural landscape. Put that on and set it as a background on your computer. Buy a poster or a painting of Sweden and put it on your wall when you get to London, right? They're close neighbors. You'll find pockets of communities, stuff like that. So, yeah, before the Sagittarius season, I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen quick for you. So that's good. Yep, it's a smart thing. Scorpio season is going to be a little bit out of control. Okay, try get in, get settled in, and get established. And don't forget, it's going to be chilly. It's going to be cold, Jazzy P. Take your winter jacket and your umbrella. Okay. ABBA comes from Sweden. Yeah, that's true. ABBA does come from Sweden. All right. And thank you so much for that super chat, Jazzy B. I appreciate that. It was really cool of you. You're so sweet. MW says, hi, my family and I love sports. And I'm curious, will my future husband be a professional athlete? Do you care which league or what sport? Like, what are we talking here? We talking PGA? We talking NHL? We talking the championship underwater bingo? Hey, you too, Jazzy B. Stay safe and stay free. Live with freedom and safety. You're divinely protected. You're divinely guided. Infinite love and blessings. Once you get a place in London, you should let me know, and I'll send you some 99.9 stickers or something. Okay? You could go out and we live the NFL. The NFL is life. All right. Well, from the Minnesota Vikings to the Arizona Cardinals to the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to Darryl Green, at one point in time the fastest man in the NFL, to all of those punker slops, to Night Train Lane, Terry Bradshaw, Bart Starr, and all those bunker busters. William the Refrigerator Perry, Doug Flutie, all those good guys. So, do you got what it takes? Do you have what it takes? Let's have a look. Future husband in the NFL. Are you a cheerleader by chance in the NFL? You know, maybe you're. I'm trying to think of the old guy's name. What's the Jerry Jones? He's maybe somebody knows Jerry Jones. Oh, that's good. It's going to be Sunday morning here too pretty soon. We're going to be having another show tomorrow, but that's for the free junkies. That's for the free live tarot junkies. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's have a look. Orlando, maybe a dolphin or a buccaneer. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Everything your heart desires will one day come true. Put it in your vortex. Harfin is a big institution. They're very low odds. If I was a bookie in Vegas, I wouldn't take that bet. Harfin and High Priestess, though. Two of Wands. Wow. Your future husband. I think your future husband is going to be an Aquarius, a Gemini, possibly a Libra. So if they were to be in the NFL, I think that's more of a male Aquarius thing. Maybe male Libra too. I shouldn't discern that between those signs, but Page of Pentacles. How are you going to make yourself known? Other than the fact, like, if you go to college and the college footballs, there's a big controversy right now. They're not even letting them play football in the Pac-10 or the Pac-12 or the Big Ten. So that makes this year difficult. We live in you're the Aquarius. Aquarius. That's a good match, actually. You might find another Aquarian. Because Aquariuses are naturally talented. They're naturally gifted. Especially in athletics. That's something that's big. So I think the future husband would be like a real mirror to yourself. But it's like a big institution. So if you're not in a college where the future for that husband is there to make it to the NFL, and you have to be there to meet them while they're doing that, that's like the prerequisite. That's the heart of the matter is like, if your future husband is going to be an NFL football player, are you realistically in a place where you would meet future NFL players? Because if you're not a cheerleader, you're not in a place where you're going to be meeting existing football players. Especially not this year, not in the age of the plague. Unless you have one in a community association. That could be another place to meet a football player if there's football players that are out there doing things for community. Would be another place that you could meet them. But through the institution of college, you could meet one there. Okay, so if you go to college, that'll be good. But you're not going to be able to do it you're going to have to put your cards on the table. If you want one of these hunka burning running backs, you're going to have to make it known. You're going to have to show them that you want it. So that means you're going to have to know the right people. You're going to have to be in the right social circles. You're going to have to be vibing with the team, so to speak. So that, because they're very focused on getting drafted, and the coaching nowadays is very regimented, is very strict about like when those boys are allowed to make whoopee, to do the funky chicken. It's almost like they're separated from the rest of the college, but you got to find a way to like sneak out and party with them. And if that's the case, I believe in a world where everything is possible. This is the realm of infinite potentiality, and everything's in a constant state of flux. So when I looked at your cards about this question, what the cards are telling me here is it's not impossible. But knowing what we know about society and the way these things kind of work, you have got to put yourself in the right place at the right time, and would always be a bit of a gamble. If I was a bookie in Vegas, I would not bet on you meeting a future NFLer. The odds are just very low. But it doesn't mean that it can't happen. But it does mean that you have to be there at the train station at that right moment to catch the blessing, to catch the love, to catch the fever of what you want. So keep dreaming about it. Okay, if someone else comes, maybe another Aquarian is going to come along and snatch up your love. And even if they're not an NFL player, you may fall deeply in love with that person. And then the professional athlete thing, it won't even seem important. But you will. I think you're going to have a future husband here. Star card up with 9 of Pentacles and King of Swords. A very romantic person. So that's nice to see. All right, MW? All right. Pleasure to read your cards. Thanks for coming here. It's 99.9. Good vibes all the time. Thanks for hanging. Oh, we're hanging on the vine. I'll just hide behind the cards. Nobody knows I'm here. Don't tell them I'm here. What are you going to do today, Jazzy? If it's Sunday morning, have you slept yet? What are you going to do today? You're very welcome, MW. You're very welcome. Good luck in college. What are you going to study? And where are you calling from? I'm always curious where people are calling from. If you really want to meet a baller, what I would encourage you to do is when you get to college, find out about the extracurricular activities like that the team does to like, because a lot of times these college teams, they have a huge following and they'll do things to go out and support the community or the campus or a cause. And sometimes there's committees or they need extra help. And if you get in early and you volunteer and you research what the particular football team at your college does to give back to community, if you can go and get involved with those community associations, that will also give you an opportunity to meet a baller. Okay? It doesn't have to be out secretly while they're partying at an undisclosed bar. Find that community event and be a part of it. This is Saturday night Satsang. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling free. Hopefully everybody out there is feeling safe and feeling all kinds of liberty. Our hearts go out to everybody that was affected by the storm. Laura, the weird, wild, wacky ride of 2020. Don't worry. It's almost already in the rearview mirror. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Thanks, Ralph. You've got that fuzzy feeling. Oh, that fuzzy feeling. You've got that fuzzy feeling and you're warm, strong, awesome. Whoa, whoa. Top Gun. Well, that's good, Midnight Star. Did you get a chance to ask a question tonight? Can't remember. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Let that sink in. No pun intended. Live from the Ice Water Mansions, it's Jimmy Fries here on 99.9. Hoping you're all having a wonderful night. Welcome to the Satsang. You don't necessarily have to be quiet. Those of you watching and not chatting, it's your chance. You're one of the lucky ones. They don't show this programming on YouTube. You actually have to find it, which is cool. It gives us like that elite status. If it's okay to reach out to an old friend or not, okay. What would what would make it not okay? Okay, it's not okay. The only thing that would make it not okay is if you feel like you would suffer negatively if they didn't respond. So ask yourself that question, Midnight. How would I feel if I did it and they didn't respond? Would you be sad? Would you be angry? Would you be like, Well, that's that. At least I tried, right? There's not really much I get in a way of feeling of it not being okay to reach out. Could it be disastrous? Could you reach out and then they accept you and then you meet them and they take you down this winding road of terrible fate? I don't think that's the case either. So there's nothing really here to be scared of. I am deliberate and I am unafraid. So if you're feeling that way, I don't think there's anything to make it not okay. It was cold. Ice cold. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. So it doesn't feel nice. Alright, well, let's see what the cards say. Let's kind of see where your old friend might be at. Let's look at it that way. But I think it's always okay to reach out. As long as you know what to expect and you feel like you're confident that you'll try. And again, balance that. Is that really where you want to put your energy? Or would you like to put your energy into conversing with someone new? Because if you have time to reach out to an old friend, you have time to build a bridge towards a new friendship. Right? I do declare. I do declare. Show us Midnight Star's old friend. Wow, how does this keep coming up in this position? Can't make this stuff up. Exposure, exposure. A direct line of communication. Double fives reversed. Wow. I think it's okay. I think this person may not be as cold to you this time. This person might be worried. You might be surprised what you will find, actually. 9 of Cups and the Moon and the Knight of Cups. This person would be surprised to hear from you. But their heart isn't really set on connecting right now. Or it hasn't been for a while. And maybe that's why you got that vibe of like that cold feeling, right? You've lost that chilly feeling. Whoa, that silly feeling. You've lost that chilly feeling, right? Maybe he's not a chilly fan. 8 of Swords. Strength card reversed. Yeah, this person was getting over some hardship. They were working through some karma that they had infused for themselves at a point in time there. So in seeing these cards like that, I think you would still get a response. It almost feels like you're still dear to this dear old friend's heart, right? I think they truly can appreciate you and that they like you. They've been through a lot mentally, but it seems they're still feeling trapped. But at least they've cut out all of the crap they were dealing with in their life. And if your sense in going into this is like, oh well, whatever, doesn't matter if they don't want to be a part of my life anymore, well, at least I've put in my quarters into the payphone, You might not get that 50 cents back, but at least you put it in there. I would say go ahead and do it because depending on whether or not there's a response or not, which these cards are saying that there may not be a response, or it might not be like overwhelmingly, I want to say even like kind of probable, or it's not like it's unrealistic, but it would be very hard to synchronize your schedules and make time for one another, I feel, especially because I feel like he's going about daily living, shouldn't assume gender, that this person is going about daily living somewhat half-heartedly right now, so they may be looking for an expression or a person, and they've cut away a lot of the BS in their life, and it's going to expose to you exactly. If they are still cold, then this is more than just a mood thing that they were in. This is more of a temperament or a way in which they live. So that's something that you might not even be able to vibrate with anymore, if you understand what I'm saying. All right, Midnight Star, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate that. Whoa, what's going on here? It shows that is the network truly down? Interesting. Let's get that song of flute going on here again. I like this jam. Yeah, okay is just okay, right? You're very welcome, Midnight Star. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Something like kooky or crazy is going on. Yeah, welcome back, Sushi. How are you? You feeling good? I don't know. That was weird. Because I wasn't able to, had some weird music on the go. We weren't able to get that back. We'll just roll with this, though. This is feeling pretty good. That's good. You'll be just fine. You studied up. That's really good. I like to see those happy smiles. And 99.9 has officially just been canceled by cancel culture. We might be experiencing some technical difficulties until November 3rd. Oh no, we've just experienced a disruption. I'm surprised the stream didn't go off. We've experienced some disruption with the network, and the music has gone out of sight. It's gone out of town. So the site can't be reached. Interesting. Let's try refreshing this page. The site can't be reached. Wow. Okay, so yeah, officially we're getting shut out. That's all right. And get that mani-pedi. that much is true. They say rewarding yourself is a great way to appreciate the work that you've done. All work and no play leads the mind astray. Can help be found. Well, my friends, Midnight Star, and to you, Saruchi, unfortunately, I think that's going to be a program. We've lost our tunes, and I was really vibing out to that band flute. So thanks for coming. Thanks for enjoying the time we've had tonight. If you ladies can make it tomorrow, you know the pandemonium. Mystic Sundays is returning after a 1-week hiatus, so I expect it to be a little bit busier. Tonight was a nice night that we could have for our friends, subscribers, and members, and the people that are wise enough or lucky enough to have found us, because it's not like we're getting any exposure. So we remain an enigma of a secret here in this little corner of the matrix, just the way we like it. And we are all wonderful successes, no matter how big of a stage or how big of a world we decide to make for ourselves. It could truly be ours. And we're the painters, we're the writers, we're the storytellers, we're the dancers. All right? We're the I'm going to take a chancers. All right. So, with that, I say goodnight. Thank you for your wonderful vibe. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you guys. All right. Thanks for keeping the core viewership strong. Midnight Star and Saruchi. Appreciate you that vibrate this particular way. And we're going to see you again very soon. Hopefully you can join us tomorrow. If not, what did I get done? We got the Aries reading done. Should I do another one? Maybe I could get another one done tonight. I kind of want to read for Capricorn, but whatever. We'll do it after. I get focused on fixing up the network problems, wondering why we have no music all of a sudden, and then we can give her some mustard tomorrow. All right, infinite love, infinite blessings, Saruchi at midnight. Love, knowingness, and bliss.